Hello everyone, and welcome back to the channel. Have you ever walked into a museum, looked at a piece of art, and thought, wait, what is this? My kid could have made that. Or maybe you've seen something so strange, so out there, that you just couldn't wrap your head around it. If so, you've probably had an encounter with contemporary art, and you're not alone in feeling a little confused. Today, we're going to demystify this exciting and sometimes baffling world. What exactly makes art contemporary? Is it just anything goes? And why should we even care? Stick around, because by the end of this video, you'll see contemporary art not as a puzzle, but as a conversation you're invited to join. First things first, let's clear up a common mix-up. Modern art versus contemporary art. It's easy to use these terms interchangeably, but in the art world, they mean very different things. Think of modern art as the rebellious teenager of the art world. It kicked off around the 1860s and lasted until about the 1960s. This was the era of Picasso, Monet, and Dalí. These artists broke away from traditional rules, playing with color, form, and perspective in ways that had never been seen before. They were radicals for their time, creating movements like Impressionism, Cubism, and Surrealism. So, if that's modern, what's contemporary? The word contemporary literally means of the moment or happening now. In art terms, it generally refers to art created from the latter half of the 20th century right up to this very second. We're talking about the art of our lifetime. While modern art was a series of defined movements, contemporary art is, well, it's everything, all at once. There's no single ism that defines it, no one style, no one set of rules. It's a global, interconnected, and wildly diverse field reflecting the complex world we live in today. It's the art being made by artists who are grappling with the same things we are. Technology, globalization, cultural identity, and social change. So, what are the key ingredients of contemporary art? One of the biggest is the explosion of materials and methods. Forget just oil on canvas. Contemporary artists use literally anything and everything to create their work. You'll see installations made from salvaged junk, sculptures made of light, videos playing on a loop, performances that only exist for a moment, and even art made with digital code or artificial intelligence. Think of artists like Ai Weiwei, who uses materials ranging from ancient pottery and bicycles to Lego bricks to comment on social and political issues. Or Yayoi Kusama, whose immersive infinity mirror rooms use mirrors, lights, and polka dots to create a feeling of endless space, inviting us to step right inside the artwork itself. This anything can be art attitude isn't about being lazy. It's about choosing the perfect medium to express a specific idea. The material itself becomes part of the message. This brings us to another crucial point. In contemporary art, the idea or concept is often more important than the finished object. This is often called conceptual art. The artist starts with a question, an idea, or a message they want to explore. The physical artwork is simply the way they communicate that idea to you. For example, Felix Gonzalez Torres created a piece that was just a pile of candy in a corner of a gallery. The candy weighed the same as his partner, who had recently passed away. Visitors were invited to take a piece of candy. As the pile dwindled, it became a powerful and deeply moving symbol of loss, memory, and the fragility of life. You see, the art wasn't just the pile of candy. The art was the entire experience, the act of taking, the sweetness, and the slow disappearance of the form. It makes you think and feel, and that is the primary goal. This focus on ideas means contemporary art is deeply engaged in a dialogue about the world around us. Artists today are like cultural commentators. They use their work to explore personal and cultural identity, to question authority, to highlight environmental concerns, and to celebrate community. They might explore their family history, their national identity, or what it means to be a person in the 21st century. Look at the work of Kara Walker, who uses black paper silhouettes to create powerful, room-sized scenes that confront the brutal history of slavery and racism in America. Her work is beautiful and horrifying at the same time, forcing us to look at a past that many would rather forget. It's not always comfortable, but it's incredibly important. This art holds up a mirror to society, showing us our triumphs, our failures, and all the complexities in between. So, how do we approach a piece of contemporary art, especially when it seems confusing? Here are a few tips. First, slow down. Don't just glance at it and walk away. Spend a minute with it. Walk around it if you can. Look at it from different angles. Notice the details, the textures, the colors. Second, read the label. I can't stress this enough. The little plaque next to the artwork is your friend. It will tell you the artist's name, the title, the year it was made, and the materials used. Often, it will also include a short statement from the artist or a curator that gives you a clue about the central idea. This context can be the key that unlocks the entire piece. Third, ask yourself some simple questions. What do I see? Just describe the literal objects, shapes, and colors. Then, what does it make me think of? Does it remind me of a memory, a feeling, a news story? And finally, how does it make me feel? Amused, angry, sad, peaceful? There's no right or wrong answer here. Your personal response is a valid and important part of the artwork's meaning. The artist has started a conversation, and your thoughts and feelings are your contribution to it. The artwork isn't complete until you, the viewer, engage with it. Let's think about a famous example. Tracey Emin's My Bed. When it was first shown, it caused a huge scandal. It was her actual unmade bed, surrounded by personal, messy debris from a difficult period in her life. People were outraged. That's not art, they cried. But if you slow down and think about it, what is it really about? It's a raw, unflinchingly honest self-portrait. It's not a portrait of how she looks, but of how she felt. It speaks to universal experiences of heartbreak, depression, and vulnerability. By putting something so private into a public space, Emin created a powerful statement about shame, confession, and what we choose to hide versus what we choose to show the world. Suddenly, it's not just a messy bed anymore. It's a profound statement on the human condition. Ultimately, contemporary art reflects our world in all its messy, complicated, beautiful, and chaotic glory. It's a living, breathing field that is constantly changing and evolving, just like us. It challenges us to think differently, to see the world from new perspectives, and to question our own assumptions. It might not always be pretty, and it might not always give us easy answers, but it will always make us think. It's a testament to human creativity and our endless drive to make sense of our time on this planet. So, the next time you encounter a piece of contemporary art that makes you scratch your head, I hope you'll pause. Remember that it's more than what you see on the surface. Look for the idea, consider the context, and allow yourself to have your own personal response. You might just find that you have more to say in this conversation than you ever thought possible. Thank you so much for joining me on this deep dive into the world of contemporary art. I hope it's made things a little clearer and a lot more exciting. If you enjoyed this video and want to learn more about art, culture, and creativity, please hit that like button and subscribe to the channel. It really helps us out. Let me know in the comments what your favorite or most confusing piece of contemporary art is. I'd love to hear about it. Thanks for watching, and I'll see you in the next video.